The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, guys. Fellas, very good morning to ya. Coming into the session as I do every day, I have silver on. I have my ZB bot on, no trades. I have just turned gold on. It is 8 o'clock. My gold just went long on, hang on, guys, on the 377 tick. And silver is getting pummeled. Silver is getting killed. For those of you guys that trade silver, which is not a bunch of you, this is where we're at, fellas. Look at silver. Silver's up $4,500 on the 6 range. 4,500. Silver on the Unorenco is up 1,800. Gold last night hit a low of somewhere around 1874. I mean, gold is psychotic. Coming into the session, futures are up, though NASDAQ has net sellers of just around 500. Gold has net buyers at the moment of 559. So we have some net buying right now in gold. ES has a couple thousand net buyers. YM has some buyers. Russell has small net sellers at the moment. Silver's low is somewhere around $23. Good morning, Todd, Neil, Steven, Jim, Tony, TF. Good morning. Guys, if you're here on trial, by the way, good morning and welcome. So today is, for my trials, today is the 3rd day of your trial. What I'll do somewhere around 11 o'clock is I'll do a little more in-depth explanation of the room, the robots. You've seen them for a couple of days. Ideally, I want you guys to get, familiar with what you're seeing in the room initially. I've turned my Euro on as well. And I'll give you guys a little bit more of an in-depth explanation, go over some of the options. You guys are each getting a daily follow-up video and email. Gold looks like it wants to break down. Sellers are coming back into gold. That 1900 level would have been the long on the move back up. Be that as it may, it was very early. We have about 1700, almost 1800 buyers in crude. And it looks like we have somewhat of a risk on at the moment. Let me quickly take a look, guys, at the VIX. I'll read the disclaimer. We'll check news. VIX cash. Jeez, this can't be. It's down 10% at 2161. VIX futures is down 4 6/10% at 2377. I mean, completely conducive for longs at the moment. Dow futures currently up 244. S&P is up 23 handles. NASDAQ is up 86. DAX is up 112. And the Russell is up 15 and a half handles. Right now, the Russell is leading up about 1%. Let me quickly read the disclaimer. And we'll go. I'll check news. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. We're good to go. Let's quickly check news. Today is Wednesday. And we have CPI at 8:30. We obviously have crude inventories. We have a WASDE report for those of you guys that might trade grains. I have a WASDE report at noon. So 8:30 CPI. All right, guys, here's gold. Gonna go. Gold's funky, guys. 103 tick range on gold.
Order filled.
All right, there's gold on a long. If you look at a daily chart on gold, I'll show you. You got a lot of resistance. Here's your daily on gold up here at 50. That's that trend line. If you can get above 50, 51 bucks. Make no mistakes, guys. Gold is longs. Silver's going to want to short again. Morning, Cotty. Not a clue. Not a clue, Ingmar. No, silver. Bid. NASDAQ, guys, just came into support. NASDAQ support right now is 62. Resistance is 72.
Order filled.
Silver shorted again. One tick miss.
Target filled. Target filled.
Both targets hit on silver. Guys, anybody trading that 6 range? That 6 range is now up 5,250 bucks. One chart, 5,200. Gold. I have a target on gold at 67 to 72. Charles, you know, when you say you traded it overnight, what time did you start? It's 3 a.m. Eastern. Yep, 3 a.m. Eastern through 11. Euro had a winning trade, but I hadn't turned it on. ES is sandwiched. Morning, Kath. This should get to 44, guys. It should get that first target. Renato, good morning. Sri, good morning. Crude is in a long on the bot. This 40.8 is it's small 5-minute resistance. That's all it is. Nothing. Hit it again. This should go to 44. We've got to pop 41.3. So just as a reminder to trials, the volatility has picked, and to members, newer members, the volatility has picked up in gold significantly. Consequently, the robot, which uses average true range to identify stops and targets, has increased targets and stops dramatically. One of the things that you can do to combat this, right, especially on the stops, trade smaller size. If you normally trade 3 contracts, you may want to trade 1 or 2. I'm not sure I understand your question. 3. What do you mean different components?
Order filled.
That's silver again.
Target filled.
Both targets hit on silver. Again, on the short. Guys, this silver's up $5,800. $5,800 today. 5,800. Depends on who your clearing firm is, Renato. I'm not sure. For instance, mine is 1,200 per contract. I'm not sure who your clearing firm is, so I don't know. Who's your clearing firm? All right. So anybody, are you through NinjaTrader, Renato? Dorman's your clearing firm. Okay, so you're grandfathered. Your license is grandfathered. You can go anywhere. Who's your broker? No, Dorman is your clearing firm. You have to have a broker. So Dorman is a clearing firm. Phillips Capital is a clearing firm. All right, so different brokers have different margins. So you're to trade one gold contract, you're going to be somewhere between 12 and 2,500, depending on the broker. Yep, I can do that. So one of the questions that one of my trials is answering, it's Terry, right, is asking when I decide to turn. Thank you. Phillips Capital is 2,000, Renato. When do I decide to turn robots off? All right, turning them on, we have generally accepted hours. That's the easy part. Turning them off is no different than if you were pushing the button manually, right? So, for instance, if you had a daily goal that was, $400, and you were at $400.
Target filled.
Target filled where? Oh, maybe the other gold chart, a silver chart. You would, in fact, yeah, it is. I'll show you. You would, in fact, turn the bots off, right? My goal every day is to have these bots green. That's the goal, right? Ideally, I want to make money on every time frame that it's traded. Now we know that that does happen, but not always, right? So yesterday was a positive session, but it was a fairly down day in gold on the 3-minute, and it was a down day on Russell. So I had two instruments yesterday that didn't perform. So, but the overall goal is to be green. So one of the things that I stress and I preach is don't get locked into trading one instrument, right? A lot of guys will say to me, well, I only want to trade the ES. Okay, that's great. But there are some days when you may not get any trades on the ES, for instance, or you may get one trade and it's a losing trade. But if you're not trading the NASDAQ or gold, or you're not trading, crude oil or, different instruments, your results will obviously vary, right? So the other thing is I look at where am I on a daily basis. If the bots are up $1,000 or $1,200 in pre-market, it's not, trading is not an ATM machine, whether it's automated or whether it's manual. Trading is not an ATM machine, right? Yes, you can. You can trade any 24 hours, well, as long as markets are open. We missed target by 1 tick, 2 ticks. You can, what a bozo. So you can, the robots will run as long as the markets are open. Renato. Yes, Jimmy, that is true. You have to close your position by 5 p.m. or your margins change. Overnight margin from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. Eastern, they go back to normal margin. It's just that 1 hour. I'm guessing we're sitting here waiting on news. Thank you. Yep. We have CPI at 8:30. If you guys are in the trade, we have 4-star news. You guys may want to take some ticks and get out of the trade. We have 4-star news in 8 minutes.
Order filled.
Silver shorted again on the 6 range. It's bound to take a losing trade, guys. I mean, I'll shut this spot off at the conclusion of this trade. Guys, gold is going higher. Regardless of this trade. 1 tick to, all right. 1 tick to target. Look at this. 1 tick. There it is.
Target filled.
Got it. 29 ticks, guys. 44 is where this should go. Okay, break even +1 now. I'm going to shut silver off for the news. That silver chart is up $4,400. I've shut it off. And the 3-minute went long on the robot. I would have shut that off heading into news, be that as it may. If this gets above 55, gold's going to go to 92. Gold is longs, guys. I got a target at 56 all the way up to 66. I have a target as far as 66.
Target filled.
Second target filled here, 59 ticks. So 30 and 60, $1,200 trade. You probably would be done for the day, right? I've shut that off. I've shut bonds off. This has a first target at 48 ticks. It's $480 per contract. We're longs, guys. Next area of resistance is going to be 48.3. That should get this, but you may want to take it off heading into the news. Your prerogative. I'll take this off in about 2 minutes. $1,000, $1,200, $1,240. Come on. So I'm going to take 2 off
Target filled.
and go to break even in 1 heading into the news. Okay? Oh, I got 1 off.
Target filled.
14 handles. I put out the final target at 14 handles. There it is. It hit 48 ticks. 48 ticks, guys. It's almost 5 handles. Volatility in gold is up to 116 ticks. Could you trace your trade with a phone? I'm not sure. No, I mean, unless you have a way to watch your computer on your phone. Gold is headed to 67. It's got to get above 55, 56, and it's going actually to 93. For those of you guys that are swinger position traders, unfortunately, the best entry was very early this morning. Floyd said Thinkorswim has a good phone-based system. Hey, good news. Joe Biden picked a vice president. You guys probably saw that. Kamala Harris. I would agree, Rich. It's tough to trade on a phone. I personally have never done it. Yes, many, Renato, many. The nice thing about so with Ninja Trader, I did predict her. With Ninja Trader, you can actually connect data on several platforms to your Ninja Trader. You can connect FXCM, Oanda, which is a Forex platform, as is FXCM, and Thinkorswim and trade equities with this robot. Yes. You still have to have the Ninja platform. It's actually on the Ninja platform, but you can get stock data, your equity data on Ninja. So for instance, I have, I'll find the chart that I built. So if this takes me out, so be it. Still think we're going higher, but again, news in a few minutes. I've got 2 off. It's a riskless trade at this point. $14. Wayne, 14.
Stock filled.
All right, out. Average hour earnings is a miss. CPI is a beat. Excluding food and energy is a beat. All right, guys, let's see if we can find some trades here. Gold's turning back up. Watch. Yeah, trying. This is going to take me out. All my bots are on, fellas. $11,002, guys, is where we're headed. Anybody long NASDAQ? Anybody holding NASDAQ? Okay, Eduardo. 91 is the next level up. 91. Okay, Tony. Who said 91? There you go. Next level is 11,002. 11,002. We got to 98 quarter. I'm going to get that 11,002. 99.75. Come on. Don't be like that. I got 1 quarter. Missed by 3 ticks. 3 ticks. Thank you, Jeff. I missed by 3 ticks. It's not very good.
Order.
I mean, for $15, you might have double topped 1 quarter. I still think I'm going to get that 11,002 number. Come on. Booyah! 11,002. There you go, fellas. Guys. I mean, come on. YM is short on the 3 minute. I don't like the short, but let's see what we get here.
Order filled.
15 range shorted on the NASDAQ. Bonds pushing higher. Out on the 15 range. Tick range is 277 ticks, guys. That's big ticks.
Order filled.
The big range. Gold shorted on the 377. Come on. There's another 15 range. Bigger time frames are green. Again, this is a 15 range, guys. It's a very small time frame,
Stop filled.
and it's going to get whipped around in a 277 tick range, fellas. It's a big range. Tick range. It's huge.
Target filled.
First target on gold. Bonds are backing off. $16 is next target on NASDAQ. YM missed target and is turning up.
Order filled.
There's another short on the 15 range. Again, this thing is getting rocked around on the shorts. I would not want to be short on the bigger time frames. So this is taking 3 shorts, and it's going to be 3 losing trades on shorts using the small 5 and 10 range filters. I'm going to the bigger filters. We're at 193 tick range, 193. It's trying to pull back.
Target filled.
First target.
Stop filled.
Okay, out. Bonds aren't even moving a tick.
Order filled.
Not even a tick. Maybe one. No.
Order
There they
filled.
go. They moved a tick. All right, we're short YM on the Unirenko. It's short on the 3-minute. The Unirenko went short. What an utterly slow market here, guys.
Stop filled.
YM's holding all the support here. 55. Come on, break down below 55. It's come within one tick of target 3 times, 3 candles.
Target filled.
There's first target, YM. On the 3-minute. NASDAQ should get up to 16. Small positive delta, guys, 100.
Order filled.
Where? What's filled?
Target filled.
There's second. There's first target on the Unirenko, YM Unirenko. Gold turning back up. Gold is turning back up. Now you got gold longs. Bonds came back to entry.
Order filled.
We're gonna straighten out here. It's pretty dang slow. I don't know what we're waiting on. I don't like this much. I'm not a big YM guy anyways. ES really isn't moving at all. It's in a 2.5 point, 2.5 handle range. I mean, it's nothing. 14 tick range. NASDAQ is now down to 90. NASDAQ has slowed down significantly from the open. Bonds are starting to bid back up here. It's pretty. YM should work back down to VWAP is what it's looking like.
Target filled.
Second target filled on the YM 3-minute.
Target filled.
Both targets hit on the Unirenko, on the YM Unirenko. That's done. Finito on the Unirenko. I think we'll turn back up. Gold is going to take me out. Gold coming back into that support zone.
Stop filled.
Okay, out on gold. And YM is going to have.
Order filled.
All right, Russell just went long on the bot.
Target filled.
All 3 targets filled on the YM 3-minute. Done. That's done. Russell, few ticks from that first target. Here comes the NASDAQ back up. Russell, again, did this to me yesterday. Missed first target by 2 ticks.
Target filled. Target filled. Target filled.
There's your target here on the Russell. NASDAQ got first target at 13 handles on the 3-minute. We have, fellas, I'm going to put this. Come on, move. I can't. There it is. I'm going to put this at that third target out, 53 ticks. And here goes NASDAQ, 34 handles. 34 handles. Guys, one of the other charts that we trade has taken its first trade this week. And it's a NASDAQ chart as well. It's a 3-minute chart as well. And it is what we refer to more as a higher probability chart. It does not take many trades. It's got different settings. And this is in a long here. That's up 1,600.
Stop filled.
Out on the Russell on that little pullback.
Target filled.
Both targets hit on this 3-minute. First target hit on the high probability. Those charts will be shut off and done for the day. They've done it. They've made their money. That NASDAQ 3-minute, fellas, is up $1,150. It's done. It's done. ES is yet to take a trade. This came 34 quarter, 5 ticks to target. 5 ticks to target.
Order filled.
That's done. 1975. Done. It's first trade of the week for that chart, guys. First trade of the week. That's off for the day. It's done. So you guys ask me, why do you turn them off? Or when do you turn them off? This is, mostly for trials. How many trades do you need? Regardless of the chart that you're trading and the time frame that you're trading, they've all made money. There's the Russell shorted. Dow is still pushing lower. It's the NASDAQ show today at the moment. Probably being led by the usual suspects. Let me look. Tesla's up $80. Apple's up $5.75. Amazon's up $51. Facebook's up 5 and change. Microsoft up $2.89. The usuals. Home Depot and Lowe's both made 52
Target filled.
2-week highs. There's first target on the Russell, 15 ticks. Again, it's a 15 range chart. Got first tick, first target. It's break even +1, guys. Bonds is just sitting. NASDAQ's headed higher. Gold has gotten quiet. I like gold long around 35. I'm not sure it can get there, but oil workers in Nigeria starting a strike to protest a lack of pay. I'm pretty sure he said oil workers. Here comes that Russell trying to get second target at 30 ticks. Come on, Russell. Shoot. We're not going to get it. tell me if we're filled. Cancel. Gone. Euro shorted. God darn it. We filled?
Target filled.
There's first target on the euro. There's first target on the euro, guys. ES has not taken a trade today, which goes to what I said earlier. You know, you could only want to take something that may not take any trades.
Target filled.
Both targets filled on euro. Anybody have any questions, guys? Any questions? No questions? Okay. Doesn't look like we're going to get anything on the ES. Straight NASDAQ. Gold wants to short on the 3-minute. Hey, Brian. Those are the time frame. I do, Wayne. I do. So, Brian, the boxes, it's a multi-time frame analysis of moving averages. And those are the time frames that the robot is trading in conjunction with.
Order filled. Target filled. Stop filled.
That's that 15 range, guys. It's
Order filled.
order filled where? Gold, 3-minute. I'd like to get down to that 35.5 area on gold. This has to break 41.1 to get targets. $41.1 goes. Boy, I have no idea, Rick. 2,500 net buyers in the NASDAQ right now? I have no idea. I mean, yesterday the fireworks were all after we closed the room. Done for the day. Goal met. Nice job, Kath. See you tomorrow. $30,000 people have been hired or rehired in Mexico. If 41.1 breaks, we got a good shot of 35.4.
Order.
Come on, gold. 41.1, guys, has to break. You got $800 in the trade if you want it. Come on, gold. We hit 4. 41.1's got a snap.
Target filled. Stop filled.
It's right there. Come on. There it goes.
Target filled.
Got it. 49 ticks. First target was filled.
Target film. Order filled.
So Brian, ideally we want to be over 70%. Now it depends.
Target filled.
It depends on the chart and the time frame. So for instance, that higher probability NASDAQ, it's probably higher than that, but it doesn't take many trades. That was the first trade it's taken all week. God darn it, it bounced. Cancel it.
Order filled.
It's just ridiculous.
Order filled.
There's a short on the 15 range again, guys. Come on. Seriously? 4 handles?
Target filled.
Got it. Got them both here. Gold is holding a trend line on a 15-minute. I really want to see this 35, 4, 5, 6 area. It doesn't look like it wants it. Still fairly strong in the net delta. 1,300 almost net buyers in gold.
Top filled.
That's why I send you the daily updates, Terry, and show you, what each time frame did. Silver has been historically. All right, Richard, see you tomorrow. Nice job. Silver has been historically the most profitable, though we don't have a lot of members in the room that are trading it. I know of 3.
Top filled.
That's bonds are out. $700 new virus, because I'm done. It's too slow. Euro was up 256.25. Gold on the 3-minute up 1780. Gold on the 377 tick up 600. NASDAQ on the 3-minute up 1,150. NASDAQ on the high probability 3-minute. This is the first trade of the week. Some weeks it takes none. Up $1,975. NASDAQ on the 15 range up 225. Russell on the 15 range up 445. Silver on the 6 range, which is our original chart, up 4,050. Silver on the Unirenko up 125. YM on the 3-minute up 610. YM on the Unirenko up 465. Take off minus 843.75 on bonds pending the outcome of this trade. Where are we at? $10,837.50. Thank you, Stephen. No, it is not. This analyzer is not built for Sierra. I don't have it for Sierra. No, the best single day we've ever done is over 11,300 and change. If this gets all these targets, we may get it. So typically, Wayne, typically you're not going to trade simultaneously the 377 tick and the 3-minute on gold, right? Let's just put that out there. Some guys prefer the bigger time frame. Some of the traders just take the first trade that hits, and it generally would be the 377 because it's a smaller time frame, right? So unless you're trading sub accounts, you're generally you're not taking both trades, right? So I track these individually every day. I track these numbers every single day individually. That said, yeah, so here's a realistic expectation, right? Most everybody trades, like for instance, silver. $4,000 of this is silver. I know I have 3 guys that trade silver. To put that in perspective, we have just over, I think now 500 bot users, give or take. I got 3 that I know of are trading silver. Most guys don't want to trade it. They're scared to death of it, which is fine, right? Whatever. So to be realistic, most everybody will trade the NASDAQ, YM, ES, Russell, right? Most everybody will trade gold. Crude is a terrific chart, but guys are scared to death of it going back to March when it was negative $37 or whatever it was. So again, that Unirenko on crude is dynamic. But realistically, you're not going to be in a 3-minute trade on the NASDAQ long and shorting the 15 range NASDAQ. Two entirely different charts. This is for anybody, right? But I track every number every day. And the reason I track them is because I do the back testing. And the goal is to keep them optimized at about 70% when they start, or better. Now, we can optimize to the point where we're at 100%, but that might be 2 trades this year. That doesn't help anybody. So realistically, again, not knowing who your clearing firm is, what your margins are, presumptively you're with Ninja, but realistically, hang on one second, 843.75. Let me just write that down. Realistically, an account size of 15,000 and you can trade all of these. That's real. Now, I've got members that are trading 1 contract. One of my guys just said he only trades 2 contracts in silver. I've got members that trade micros with it. Yeah, so the robot is built for, at the moment, 3 platforms. It is currently built for NinjaTrader 8. If there's anybody still using NinjaTrader 7, best of luck. NinjaTrader 8, Sierra Charts, and the MT5 platform. Now, the MT5 platform, if you live in the States, is useless. It's useless. You can, AMP is the only brokerage that supports MT5, and you can only trade futures with it. You can't trade Forex. Now, if you live outside of the country, you can trade Forex and futures with MT5. I will have it programmed for MT4 in the next few months, next matter of weeks. My apologies. Yes, absolutely. We would help in setting it up. Yes. Yep. If there's anybody that's newer to Ninja, if there's anybody that struggles with setting up charts, we absolutely will help you. So for you trial guys, here's what we've made it easy, right? For everybody. If you go to the website, I have a member area on the website. On it, right? So you become a member. You get 3 months in the room, no charge. The webinar links are placed here. This is where you get the webinar links. This is where you get your Saturday education link. I don't send out links. You just log in and get them every 2 weeks. Okay, education, I'll begin again in September, in a couple of weeks. Usually I take the month of August off. Okay, I have a manual which walks you through installation of the bot, building a chart, etc., adding the indicator, getting the bot functional, settings, etc. And then these are all videos that I've done on the robot, education. Okay, all of these videos. These are the current chart settings that we're using. I can't make it any easier. But again, we can set them up. Some of you guys come in, you've never traded Ninja platform before, or you're new to the Ninja platform, etc. And we can certainly help you guys. Fellas, look, we're not, look, nobody wants, to buy a product and not know how to use it. Yep, I have a multi-broker NinjaTrader account as well, which is nice because you can actually run it on 2 computers then. So we hit first target here on bonds. We didn't fill. Hit first target. Yeah, my daughter's using the other one behind me too. How old's your daughter? My daughter's 29. She's 29. She moved to Chattanooga. I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And she moved here from Atlanta, and she's sitting behind me executing trades. I will tell Lauren you said thanks for all the work she does. She does. She's invaluable to me, guys. Oh, very nice. I'm very familiar with Toronto. I've been up and down the QEW more times than I can count. So years ago, we used to go, Toronto was 3 hours from home. And then we'd zip, sometimes we'd zip into Montreal, or we'd go skiing in Quebec. I've been on the QEW doing 120 and getting passed. That's not kilometers, that's miles an hour and getting passed. Yep, Mount Tremblant. Yep. So once again, guys, I've shown you now one of the add-ons, if you will, right? So the bot in the email, you guys see, the bot purchase. There are a couple of memberships, annual mentorship, which teaches order flow. I haven't shown my order flow yet, but I will. I'll show it tomorrow. This is my order flow. This is not a third-party order flow. This was built for me. This is mine. I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. No, it does not take into account support or resistance. The bot does not know. The bot doesn't care. As long as parameters are met, it will take the trade. It has no idea about support or resistance. And then there's a couple other options, which is the back testing strategy. It does. There's the back testing strategy, and there is also, fellas, a little scalper that I don't think I have here. I don't. I'll have to bring it up, and I'll show you guys this little scalper. Yeah, thank you, Stephen. I think my order flow is the best on the market. I really do. I started with the NOFT many, many years ago. I've used different order flow indicators, order flow analytics, Acme. I've used a few of them. I like mine the best. This is what torques my jaw, is when we hit target, and I don't have my bot set for MIT, market if touched, right? We hit target and we bounce. I'm just taking this off, guys, just to shut the bot off. The bot is off. Pelosi, we are miles apart on COVID aid. Yeah, it drives me nuts though. That's a peeve of mine. When we hit target and I don't get a fill. It's a peeve. Guys, it's pretty slow. Anybody have any questions? Let's see here. Gary's up 29.30 today. Nice job. NASDAQ, gold, and crude. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Guys, listen, I said this before. I'm going to say this again. If you cannot make money in this room, my wife is a former bikini competitor, Wayne. My wife was, in fact, she's 53 this year. She was 53 in June. And she hasn't competed. In any event, guys, thank you, Johan, who said he's only been here a week and it's the best room ever. I'd like to be 20. Are you kidding? I was 58 last Friday. In any event, fellas, if you can't make money in this room, you can't make money. Seriously. If you're paying attention to order flow trades, my targets, my entries. Thank you, Martin. Jesus, I got kids your age. 31. Thank you for sitting in. Send me an email, Gary. Guys, I want to thank you for sitting in. I appreciate your time. I know it can be very slow in the summer months. The analyzer is $5.97 and the scalper is $4.97, Charlie. What do your members trade mainly? What do your members? Yeah, virtually everybody trades NASDAQ, ES, YM. You're welcome, Eduardo, and gold. And then, of course, you got people that'll trade the Russell. Yeah, MIT is better. The market makers can't see the market if touched. They don't see that order. That's why you'll frequently see price come within a tick of our targets or 2 ticks and back off. Guys, I think we do it better than anybody else. I've been doing this for 7 years now, on my own for 5 next month. I don't know, one time, I don't, I don't really track daily totals per se anymore on the website. But for those of you guys that don't know, I used to be a trade titan, which is the top, 8 or 10 rooms, whatever it is, globally. And I was the highest grossing of those 8 or 10 by a long shot. By a long shot. My focus is now on the bot and helping traders, make money in a less stressful environment. I mean, you guys are all traders. Many of you know what it's like to place a trade and feel that anxiety in a trade. The nice thing about the bot is, and it works, right? There is no day trading bot that can out trade us. None. I want to show you guys something. You guys want to see something cool? Before anybody jumps, I want to show you something. So some of you guys aren't necessarily day traders, right? Some of you guys might be position traders, right? So maybe you don't want to day trade. Maybe you guys have jobs, or maybe you guys have larger accounts and you guys can position trade. This is the NASDAQ, guys, on a daily chart, right? The NASDAQ has taken 2 trades all year. We are now coming into the middle of August. The NASDAQ has taken 2 trades. It took a short in February 26th, 268, 446, and 625 points. And then it took this long back in April, when nobody in their right mind was interested in taking a long, right? Because, COVID, the country was shut down. We're going to zero. The market, S&P is going to 1,800. NASDAQ's going to 5,500. Blah, blah, blah. We're testing the March lows, et cetera, right? We all heard that. We all read it. We all listened to, CNBC or Talking Heads, and that's what they all said, right? Well, the bot doesn't know any of that. The bot doesn't know anything about a virus. Bot doesn't know that your favorite restaurant's shut down. On April 8th, the bot said, it's a long. Parameters were met. First target, 670 handles. Second target, 1,117 points. Third target, 1,534. And still going. Look at this channel. We're walking this channel up. When we flip out of this channel, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal. But we're nowhere near that. Look at the ES. ES is basically the same trades. The ES gave you, yes, Gary. The ES gave you this short here in February that lost, immediately flipped into a long February 4th, gets 55 and 92 handles. Gets this short here, February 25th, 74, 232, and I can't read that number. No, 123 and 172 handles. And then gives you this long. Here's the long. April 9th, the day after the NASDAQ. 227, 379. That's all you would have gotten. It pulled back and took you out on the runner. Well, we can actually adjust that risk, and your risk starts to change the next day. I can adjust that. That can be adjusted. But the point I'm trying to make, guys, is it does not have to necessarily be a day trading robot, right? This does not have to be a day trading robot. This is what I watch during the day, this daily chart, first thing in the morning. If the NASDAQ can come back up through about 160, we should trade back up into these highs. All right, fellas. Pretty good day. Are the settings for... No, they're not on the website, Steve. Just you can email me. Guys, here's a pretty good success story for what it's worth. And I want to tout my youngest brother, who's 73. He's not really. My youngest brother, for years, I tried to get him into trading. I mean, literally for years. Probably 5. And he started trading, I don't know how long ago, Ricky, 3 months maybe. He was up 24.55 today. And Ricky does not even have the bot at this point because I'm trying to teach him. In his favor, he has no prior bad experiences. So he just listens. The president completely opposes bailing out states. He's up 39,300 since June 15th. 60 days. Thank you, Ricky. He is not a paid endorser either. Being funny here, fellas. I'm not only the president, I use the product. Hair Club for Men, right? Guys, have a blessed day. I will see you all tomorrow. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to call me, email me.